Latin parts, the guido, congos. Okay. So on the styles of the machine, I can instantly tell my different parts to turn on or turn off when the need arises. In coordination with this as well, there's a feature on here when I go to Arranger view, allows me to actually see the entire arrangement. So my drum player, what's he playing? I got two drummers. The first one is the MIDI drums, and the second one is the actual wave, the wave drum, which you can control instantly. So I got my MIDI drum, the wave, loop, which is used with the style. My bass player, what bass is he playing, which I can change if he's playing a finger bass, and this is true for all the instruments. You have about 5 seconds with which to make a change. So if I select this, for example, I can now go into the category of my bass, and I can give him a funk bass, for an example. If I press exit, guess what? He's now playing a funk bass. And remember, even in real time, you can hear the funk bass coming out. But normally for a merengue, I will not want a funk bass. I'm going to go back in and say a finger bass, for example. You hear the difference. And I can again assign that lower for the left hand again, lower 1, and that's the volume, lower 2, and that's the volume. In this particular case, I'm just using one voice of the lower pad. And the arranger has 5 chord parts, chord 1, chord 2, chord 3, and 4, and 5. Look at these as your musicians, and each one is playing different instruments, of which every instrument has a different volume associated with it. That's on page 1. If I go to page 2, the same thing, but now I'm looking at the reverb level for all the instruments. I go to page 3, I'm looking at the effects for all the instruments. Is the effect on or off? In this case, it's off. I can highlight it and turn it on. So it's on chorus, on delay, on distortion, or is it off? I can turn it on, and while it's highlighted, I can assign it a value. How much should it be? How much of the chorus do I want in there? Same is true for all the other voices as well. If I go to page 4, the arranger pan page, this allows me to pan the different parts, either to the left or to the right. In this case, for this particular style, I can see that the first voice there, contralto, is actually panned 50 all the way to the left. I can pan it to the right, or I can centralize it, highlight it, and change the value. If I press them both together like this, it's balanced in the center of the speaker. I can move to the right, in that case it displays the R, or to the left in real time. Page 5 is a very interesting new feature, which is called Arranger Mute.